Greetings everybody, this is Leviathan here, and today I'm bringing you my best clear from the PTR. This is a Greater Rift 123 on my hardcore Demon Hunter using the Shadow Impale setup. As you guys know from the video that we've done in the past regarding the patch 2.6.4 PTR patch notes, many of the sets have been buffed in order to bring them into some sort of balance with either other sets that class can utilize that were a bit higher, or in general to bring them up to snuff with classes that were just reaching far higher, like the Crusader, Wizard, Necromancer, etc. Right now, at the recording of this video, this is the highest Demon Hunter clear in the world, technically, for hardcore, since PTR is all regions. Didn't see anyone else top this yet, but over on the softcore side of the leaderboards, there were other results that were doing pretty well as well. Some people took Impale up to 125, and then we also saw some results for N6, M4, and even just pure Marauder 6, up to the high 120s, like 129, 128 range. So what it's looking like is that there's a lot of parity for Demon Hunters, which is great. Definitely puts us in a better spot than we currently were at. The Impale set definitely received some of the biggest buffs, but it needed it because it was a bit behind some of the other setups. And what this is looking to mean is that within the confines of Season 16, where we get the free Ring of Royal Grandeur, which will be coming up in next season, that means that likely N6, M4 will benefit the most, since that was already using a Ring of Royal Grandeur, so you can sub that out and get a free Convention of Elements where you couldn't before. So that might be the top set, but once that season's done, once that buff is gone, I think you're going to see a lot of parity between all the different setups and ways to push high-tier Greater Rifts with Demon Hunters. So it's a really exciting prospect. We also can look forward to potentially getting the Rift Killer, the Rift Guardian Killer RGK slot. Not necessarily back, because I do believe that Necromancers will have it for the top clears, like doing those Greater Rift 150s and such, but definitely within speed Greater Rifts, killing elites, killing bosses quickly, and even some, lower high tier Greater Rifts, maybe up to the 140s or something. Demon Hunter may be viable with Shadow Impale, Rift Guardian killing. So it's an exciting time if you're a Demon Hunter fan. I think we will have lots of utility in groups, and also for our solo pushes will be a lot of fun and variety. Spice of life. And even when you're doing some solo, the UE buffs are looking great, so you should be able to speed some high 90s, maybe low 100s. I might do a summarization video in the future going over kind of where Demon Hunters are at now. Even look at all the other classes potentially on PTR and just talk about some of the outliers or what we can expect going into Season 16. But, another video for another day, so make sure you sub to the channel so that you catch that one, and any changes that come to PTR, because as you know, it's always subject to change. So if there are any updates, any official changes once the actual patch goes live, and even a formal build guide on this to let you know exactly what I did with my Shadow Impale setup, we'll definitely get you all that. Just to give you a bare bones rundown, this is a cold, standard version of the Shadow Impale setup. I'm using Pain Enhancer, Bane of the Trapped, Gold Arc of Swiftness. My gems are probably around the 110 to 115 range, nothing too crazy. Same with the augments. And my Paragon, as you can see, is 3500 plus. So, that's still something that's doable for a seasonal character for sure. And I imagine, probably better augments will be had and such. So, I think this is pretty doable at the end of a season for a Demon Hunter. And in hardcore, that is too. In softcore, they're certainly going much higher in terms of Paragon and such. So we'll definitely see. All that waits to be seen. But I'm going to leave you with the rest of this clear. I hope you do enjoy it. Feel free to leave me some comments if you have any questions, suggestions, concerns. Maybe the one thing to note too is that since this is a non-seasonal character, but the Season 16 buff is active on PTR, I did do my swap. So what I did was take the Achillocurus out of the cube, I wore an Achillocurus, and then I cubed my Chain of Shadows belt, and then wore a Witching Hour, which I believe to be the best DPS that you can get out of using the Season 16 buff for the Shadow Impale setup. But again, if you have any comments, questions, feel free to throw them down there. We'll have some other links and things for you in the video description. And until next time, I appreciate you watching the video. Thank you for taking your time. And I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Adios for now.